Okay, we're streaming.
Okay, so let's begin the practice. It's 10 o'clock. So I'd like to read a dedication. I'd like to thank the Kadampa Center for sponsoring this practice, and also thank all the members and friends who have donated generously to the center, thinking in mind to support all the practices. Through this Tara practice, may all obstacles be removed for Sarah J. Khyentse Rinpoche to bless Kadampa Center and our community with a visit. May he and his attendants travel safely. May many students come to hear his teachings and be blessed by his holy presence. And now I could pause so that you can think of your own motivation, intention for doing the practice today. Of course, you must think of all the people on the center's prayer list, all the prayer lists everywhere, the FPMT prayer list, perhaps those at His Holiness's. And we can think that the environment that we are not mundane, ordinary, but super mundane, like the Pure Land, the Potala of Tara. And that as we do this practice, our bodhicitta, the light in our hearts, minds, radiate out green, positive energy, purifying all our body, speech, and mind of all negative obscurations, obstacles to liberation, all our negative karma, beginning from beginningless time. And then we let it radiate out to all sentient beings in 3 times in 10 directions. Their body, speech, and mind intent radiate out this wonderful green, purifying, radiant energy, so that the entire environment is pure, full of Samantabhadra offerings everywhere. Not just now, not today, this moment, not just even in this life, forever. Now let's start the practice. Reading together. Namo Arya Taraya. I prostrate to Tara. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened, to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By this practice of giving and the other perfections, may I become a Buddha in order to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened, to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By this practice of giving and the other perfections, may I become a Buddha in order to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge until I'm enlightened, to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By this practice of giving and the other perfections, may I become a Buddha in order to benefit all sentient beings. Om Sobhava Shuddha Sarva Dharma Sobhava Shuddha Ham. So Om is body, speech, and mind, Sobhava nature, Shuddha pure, Sarva all, Dharma phenomena, Sobhava nature, Shuddha pure, Ham, that's me. All dissolves into emptiness, Tompa ni du shu. Now you can just sit back and listen to this visualization, or you can read along, whichever you prefer. From within that understanding of emptiness, visualize a lotus. On top of that, visualize a moon disk. On top of the lotus and moon disks, your mind becomes a green Tam. If you don't have the initiation in this visualization, the visualization of the mantra, just visualize Tam in the center, in the space before you. Because your mind becomes Tam, that Tam becomes Tara. Tara is the same as you. Tara, who is me, or in front of you, in front of me, is green color and has one face and two arms. Her right hand is in the supreme giving hand gesture. Her left hand is in the hand mudra, or gesture, symbolizing the three jewels, and holding an Utpala flower. Adorned with all the precious ornaments and clothes, legs are in half Vajra cross. Right leg extended, left leg bent. On her crown is the letter Om, which is white. At her throat, a red A, and at her heart is a blue Hum. Now we can invite the wisdom beings together. Light emits from the three syllables and invites the wisdom beings and initiatory deities. Za, Kum, Bam, Ho. The wisdom beings become one with the Samaya beings. The initiatory deities give the initiation. Amitabha appears on Tara's crown. Now these offerings, they're in the same order as the water bowl offerings. I don't know if you're familiar with that. So argam, water to drink, adya, water to wash, pupe, flowers, dupe, incense, aloke, light, gende is perfume water, nude is food, shabda is sound. Om Aryatare Saparivare Argam Pratichaya Soha. Om Aryatare Saparivare Aryam Pratichaya Soha. Om Aryatare Saparivare Tupe Pratichaya Soha. Om Aryatare Saparivare Dupe Pratichaya Soha. Om Aryatare Saparivare Aroke Pratichaya Soha. Om Aryatare Saparivare Gende Pratichaya Soha. Om Aryatare Saparivare Nude Prachichaye Soha. Om Aryatare Saparivare Shabda Prachichaye Soha. Om Aryatare Saparivare Oma Ahum. Devas and Titans bow down with their crowns at your lotus feet. I prostrate to the liberating mother who liberates from all misfortunes. The center of Mayotara's heart, at the center of the moon disk, there's a green letter Tam surrounded by the 10-syllable mantra Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha. Light emits from the mantra and rosary. Think that the light that radiates from the mantra and rosary purifies sicknesses, obstacles, and all negative actions. It also increases lifespan, fortune, intellectual knowledge, Lamrim realizations, and all good qualities. Another verse of praise. Tare liberates from cyclic existence. Tutare liberates from all fears. Ture liberates from all sickness. I prostrate to the liberator, Mother Tara. Okay, so let's do a model of these. We'll say the first 7, the last one out loud together. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Okay, so I think I have the wrong tower practice up. I think, let's see, Domasi texted me and I didn't see it until now. Let's see. Okay.
That's okay, Venerable Lama. Let's just go ahead and do this practice today.
Are you sure? Because I can bring it up.
Well, Geshe-la did advise that we should do the retreat practice.
Right. So let's see. I think it starts the same way though, doesn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, all right. Okay, sorry. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right, let's see. It is a little different. Okay, so we'll just continue from here. Okay. Oh, this is good. The Vajra Satra Verse of praise and mantra. Okay, wonderful. Merely thinking of just your name eradicates all obstacles and immediately purifies all negative karma. Thus to you, unsurpassed Vajrasattva, I make prostration. So let's do this 3 times. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tishtadido Mebawa Sutokayo Mebawa Supokayo Mebawa Anurakto Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Me Prayacha Sarar Karma Tsutsame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ahahaha Ho Bhagawana Sarva Tatakat Vajramame Muncha Vaja Bhava Mahasamaya Sato Ahum Pe Om Vaja Sato Samaya Manupalaya Vaja Sato Tenopa Tishtadido Mebawa Suto Kayo Mebawa Supo Kayo Mebawa Anurakto Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Me Prayach Saura Karma Tsutsame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ahahaha Ho Bhagawana Sarva Tatakat Vajramame Mucha Vaja Bhava Mahasamaya Sato Ahum Pe Om Vaja Sato Samaya Manupalaya Vaja Sato Tenopa Tishtadido Mebawa Suto Kayo Mebawa Supo Kayo Mebawa Anurakto Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Me Prayach Saura Karma Tsutsame Chitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ahahaha Ho Bhagawana Sarva Tatakat Vajramamne Mucha Vaja Bhava Mahasamaya Sato Ahum Pe. Okay, now from the Potala, I invite 21 Taras together with my own Lama and all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in the space before me. Omahum, 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 Om Aryatare Saparivare, Idam Balimta Ka Ka Kai Kai. Om Aryatare Saparivare, Idam Balimta Ka Ka Kai Kai. Om Aryatare Saparivare, Idam Balimta Ka Kai. Reverently I prostrate to the Venerable Aryatara and all the conqueror Buddhas and their children who reside in the 10 directions throughout the past, present, and future. I offer flowers, incense, and butter lamps, perfume, food, music, and the like. Both actually arranged here and those mentally transformed. Please accept them, assembly of Aryataras. I declare all that I have done from beginning of this time until now, with my mind being under the sway of delusion, the 10 non-virtues, and the 5 heinous crimes. I rejoice in whatever virtuous merit has been accumulated throughout the 3 times by hearers, self-realizers, bodhisattvas, and ordinary beings. I request you to turn the wheel of Dharma, the great, small, and common vehicles, in accordance with the intentions of all sentient beings and suited to their individual minds. I beseech you to remain until samsara ends and not pass away to the state beyond sorrow. Please, with your boundless compassion, look upon all beings drowning in the ocean of suffering. May whatever merit I have accumulated be totally transformed into the cause of enlightenment, and may I become, without a long passage of time, the glorious deliverer, benefiting all migrating beings. Okay, now the mandala offering. This is in Tibetan, so I'm going to go down to the short mandala offering. This ground anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorned Mount Meru, 4 continents, the sun and the moon. I imagine this is Buddha, feel and offer it. May all living beings enjoy this pure land. May my perfect, pure Guru's life be long, and his white actions flourish in the 10 directions. May the torch of the teachings of Losang Drapa always remain, dispelling the darkness of the transmigratory beings of the 3 levels. Idam Guru Ratamandalakam Niryatayami. Okay, now we'll do 3 rounds of the praises to the 21 Taras. The attitude to have toward Arya, Mother Tara, while reciting 21 Tara praises is, you know what is best for me, that attitude, with devotion. Om, I prostrate to the noble, transcendent liberator. Homage, Tara, swift heroic, eyesight lightning instantaneous, sprung from opening stamens of the Lord of Theros, turbo lotus. Homage, she whose face combines 100 autumn moons at fullest, blazing with thy rays resplendent as a thousand-star collection. Homage, golden blue and lotus, waterborn and hand adorned, giving effort calm austerities, patience, meditation, her sphere. Homage, crown of Tathagatas, actions triumph without limit, relied on by conqueror's children, having reached every perfection. Homage, filling with tutare, whom desire direction and space, trampling with their feet the seven worlds, able to draw forth all beings. Homage, worshipped by the All-Lord, Shaka Ani Brahma Maru, honored by the host of spirits, corpses, Gandharvas, Yakshas. Homage with their tray and pay sound, destroying false magic diagrams, her feet present left out right in, blazing in a raging fire blaze. Homage to the very dreadful, destroyer of Mara's champions, she with frowning lotus visage, who is sayer of all enemies. Homage at the heart her fingers, adorn her with three jewel mudra, lively masses all excited, all directions feels adorn her. Homage, she's so joyous, radiant, crown emitting garlands of light, mirthful laughing with tutare, subjugating Mara's devas. Homage, she able to summon all earth guardians assembly, shaking, frowning with her home sign, saving from every misfortune. Homage, crown adorned with crescent, moon on ornaments most shining, Amitabha in her hair knot, sending out much light eternal. Homage, she with breath ablaze like eon deadening, fire abiding, rush of flippant choice around you, troops of enemies destroying. Homage, she who strikes the ground with her palm and with her foot beats it, scowling with the letter whom the seventh level she does conquer. Homage, happy, virtuous, peaceful, she whose field is peace nirvana, she endowed with Om and Soha, destroyer of the great evil. Homage, she with joy surrounded, tearing foes' bodies asunder, breezes home and knowledge mantra, arrangement of the 10 letters. Homage to a with seed letter of the shape of syllable, whom by foot sampling shakes the 3 worlds, Meru, Mandara, and Vindhya. Homage, holding in her hand the Hemite moon of Deva-like form, with spice spoken Tara and Pei, totally dispelling poison. Homage, she whom gods and their kings and the Kinnaras do honor, armored in all joyful splendor, she dispels my dreams and conflicts. Homage, she whose 2 eyes bright with radiance of sun and full moon, with Swaishara and Tutare, she dispels severe contagions. Homage, full of liberating, powered by the set of 3 natures, Drusasusa, spirit, Yakshas, and race corporate supreme today. These praises with the mantras and prostrations of SR 21. Okay, now it's no pressure, but it is Sakadawa, so if anyone would like to read the next round of 21 Taras praises, I am willing to share the merit, but no pressure.
Venerable Amo, I'll read the next set, please. All my prostrate to the noble transcendent liberator. Homage Tara, swift, heroic, eyes like lightning, instantaneous, spun from opening stamens of the Lord of 3 ones, 2 ones, lotus. Homage she who face combines 100 autumn moons at fullest, blazing with right laser splendid as a 1,000-star collection. Homage golden, blue and lotus, water born and hand adorned, given effort, calm austerities, patience, meditation, her sphere. Homage crown of Tathagatas, actions triumph without limit, relied on by conqueror's children, having reached every perfection. Homage filling with tutare, whom desire direction space, whom desire direction and space, trampling with their feet the 7 worlds, able to draw forth all beings. Homage worshipped by the all lords, Shakna, Agna, Brahma, Marut, honored by the host of spirits, corpse raiders, Gandharvas, Yakshas. Homage with her tray and pay sounds, destroying foes' magic diagrams, her feet pressing left out right and blazing in a raging fire blaze. Homage Turi, very dreadful, destroyer of Mara's champions, she with frowning nose visage, who is slayer of all enemies. Homage at her heart the fingers, adorn her with 3 jewel mudra, lightly masses all excited, all direction wheels adorn her. Homage she was joyous, radiant, crown emitting garlands of light, mirthful laughing with tutare, subjugating Mara's devas. Homage she able to summon all its guardians assembly, shaking, frowning with her home sign, severing from area fortune. Homage crown Dorth crescent, moon her ornaments was shining, Amitabha in her hair out, sending out much light eternal. Homage Shema and Rether blaze like eon ending fire abiding, right stretched left bent joys around you, twos of enemies destroying. Homage she who strikes her ground with her palm and with her foot beats it, scowling with the letter home the seven levels she does conquer. Homage happy virtuous people, peaceful she is whose field is peace nirvana, she endowed with omen so odd, destroyer of the great evil. Homage she with joy surrounded, tearing foes' bodies asunder, frees of and knowledge mantra, arrangement of the 10 letters. Homage Turi with seed letter of the shape of Silla bull hum, 5-foot stamping shakes the 3 worlds, Mara, Mandara, and Vinya. Homage holding in the hand the hair mark Luva Deva lake form, with twice spoken Tara and pay Toli destroying poison. Homage she who gods and their kings and the Kenneros do honor, armored with all joyful splendor, she dispels bad dreams and conflicts. Homage she whose 2 eyes bright with radiance of sun and full moon, with twice Hara and Turtari, she dispels severe contagion. Homage full of liberating power by set of 3 natures, destroys hosts of spirit shakshas and race corpses serpenturi. These praises with root mantras and prostrations, thus are 21.
Thank you, Peter. So would anyone else like to read or chant?
I would love to.
Thank you.
Demo.
Thank you.
On my prostrate to the noble transcendental liberator. Homage Tara, swift heroic, eyes like lightning instantaneous, sprang from opening statements of the Lord of 3 worlds, tear-born lotus. Homage she whose face combines 100 atom moons at fullest, blazing with light rays resplendent as a 1,000-star collection. Homage golden blue and lotus, water-born and hand adorned, giving effort calm austerities, patience, meditation, her sphere. Homage crown of Tathagatas, action striving without limit, relied on conquers children, having reached every perfection. Homage filling with Tutara, whom desire direction and space, trampling with her feet the 7 worlds, able to draw forth all beings. Homage worshipped by the whole Lord, Chakra, Agni, Brahma, Meru, honored by the host of spirits, corpse raises, Gandharvas, Yakshas. Homage with her tray and pay sounds, destroying foes' magic diagrams, her feet pressing left outright and blazing in a raging fire blaze. Homage to her very dreadful, destroyer of Mara's champions, she with frowning lotus visage, who is slayer of all enemies. Homage at the heart her fingers, adorn her with 3 jewel mudra, light ray masses all excited, all directions will adorn her. Homage she so joy is radiant, crown emitting garlands of light, marked full with 2 taras, subjugating Mara's divas. Homage she able to summon all earth guardians assembly, shaking, frowning with her whom sign, saving from every misfortune. Homage crown adorned with crescent, moon all ornaments most shining, Amitabha in her hair knot, sending out much light eternal. Homage she with earth ablaze like eon ending guide abiding, right stretch left bend joy surrounds you, troops of enemies destroying. Homage she who strikes the ground with her palm with her beats and scrawling with her letter whom the 7 levels she does conquer. Excuse me. Homage she with joy surrounded, tearing foes' bodies asunder, freeze with whom and knowledge mantra, arrangement of the 10 letters. Homage to her with seed letter of the shape of syllable, whom by foot stamping shakes the 3 worlds, Meru, Mandara, and Vinya. Homage holding in her hand the hair mark moon of Diva lake form, with twice spoken Tara and Pei, totally dispelling poison. Homage she who, I think, is it too far? No. Homage she whom gods and their kings and the Kinnaras do honor, armored in all joyful splendor, she dispels bad dreams and conflicts. Homage she whose eyes bright with, homage she whose 2 eyes bright with radiance of sun and full moon, with twice Hara and 2 Tara, she dispels severe contagion. Homage full of liberating power by the set of 3 natures, she destroys those hosts of spirits Yakshas and raise corpses supreme to These phrases with the root mantras and frustration are 21.
Thank you. Okay, so we are not doing that one. Now the prayer of the benefits. Would someone like to read the prayer of the benefits?
Sure, I'll do that.
Thank you.
Whoever's endowed with devotion for the goddess and recites this with supreme faith, remembering at dawn upon waking and in the evenings, will be granted all fearlessness, will perfectly pacify all negativities, and will eliminate all unfortunate migrations. The multitudes of conquerors will quickly grant initiation. Thus endowed with this greatness, one will eventually reach the state of a Buddha. If affected by the most terrible poison, whether ingested, drunk, or from a living being, just by remembering will one be thoroughly cleansed. If this prayer is recited 2, 3, or 7 times, it will pacify all the sufferings of torments caused by spirits, fevers, and poisons, and by other beings as well. If you wish for a child, you will get a child. If you wish for wealth, you will receive wealth. All your wishes will be fulfilled and all obstacles pacified.
Oh, thank you. Now, would anyone like to read requests?
I'll read the request if no one else is taking.
Sure, thank you.
O compassionate and venerable subduing goddesses, may the infinite beings, including myself, soon purify the 2 obscurations and complete both collections so that we may attain full and perfect enlightenment. For all my lifetimes until I reach this stage, may I know the sublime happiness of humans and gods, and so I may become fully omniscient. Please pacify quickly all obstacles, spirits, obstructions, epidemics, diseases, and so forth, the various causes of untimely death, bad dreams and omens, the 8 fears and other afflictions, and make it so that they no longer exist. May the mundane and supramundane collections of all excellent, auspicious qualities and happiness increase and develop, and may all wishes be fulfilled naturally and effortlessly without exception. May I strive to realize and increase the sacred Dharma, accomplishing your stage and beholding your sublime face. May my understanding of emptiness and the precious mind of enlightenment increase like the moon waxing full. May I be reborn from an extremely beautiful and holy lotus in the joyous and noble mandala of the conqueror, and may I attain whatever prophecy I receive in the presence of Amitabha, Buddha of infinite light. O deity, whom I have accomplished from previous lifetimes, the enlightened action of the 3 times Buddhas. Blue-green, 1 face and 2 arms, the swift pacifier. O mother holding an Utpala flower, may you be auspicious. Whatever your body, O Mother of Conquerors, whatever your retinue, your lifespan in Pure Land, whatever your name, most noble and holy, may I and all others attain only these. By the force of these praises and requests made to you, may all diseases, poverty, fighting, and quarrels be calmed, and may the precious Dharma and everything auspicious increase throughout the world in 10 directions, where I and all others dwell.
Okay, now we're going to dissolve the visualization. So you can just, whoops. Okay, let's see. So you can just listen to the dissolution or you can read along. By making these requests, Tara's nectar flows from the 20 Antaras bodies into your own crown chakra, and your body is filled with nectar. Think deep down from your heart that all negative actions created since beginningless time have been purified. Obstacles and sicknesses caused by negative karma have been purified. Then think that your lifespan, fortune, realizations, and all good qualities have increased. All the 21 Taras dissolve into the main green Tara. The main Tara dissolves into you, remains in the center of your heart, and blesses you. And so before we start the dedication, let's sit and recall the intention that we made before we began the practice. And I'll read the center's dedication, motivation. Through this Tara practice, may all obstacles be removed for Khensen Rinpoche to bless Kadampa Center and our community with a visit. May he and his attendants travel safely. May many students come to hear his teachings and be blessed by his holy presence. And of course, create the cause to receive his teachings in all our future lifetimes. Due to the merits of these virtuous actions, may we quickly attain the state of Aryatara and place all living beings without exception into that enlightened state. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain a notion of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with the mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness, and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be free from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may they never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All-powerful Chenrezig, Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. Savor the Stone Land teachings and transmigratory beings, who extensively clarifies the path that unifies emptiness and compassion. To the lotus in the hand, Lord Tenzin Gyatso, I beseech, may all your holy wishes be fulfilled. The one who mastered his speech at a very young age, the one with great patience received the name Avatare, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa and Bliss and Void, Lama ornament of the Yellow Hat tradition, please remain till samsara ends. You uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Manjina's victorious doctrine, who massively accomplished magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, save for myself and others, your disciples. Please, please live long. Okay, and now green Tara mantras for Geshe-la, Geshe-sampo, long, healthy, happy lives. Om Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. See you tomorrow.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Venerable Lama.